I think Sandy is definitely responsible for all the slick oil robots that we have to deal with. I mean, look at her dream. Her dream is flooded with oil towers. And we even saw an oil robot next to one of the towers. She is responsible for all this. I say she needs to be exiled back to the surface for all her misdeeds. Hey everybody, it's the MechMaster14. Welcome back to more SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. In the last episode, we entered SpongeBob's dream, then immediately left to enter Sandy's dream, where we slid around Texas style. In this episode, we're going to be leaving Sandy's dream and entering other people's dreams, so let's get playing. And of course, in order to enter other people's dreams, we're going to have to start by leaving Sandy's dream first. So we lower this ranger badge that we are somehow making footprints in, even though it's supposed to be like metal. Like, look, we're leaving footprints in the ranger badge. Maybe it's like made of cheese or something. And if that's the case, it is most definitely not a ranger badge. Also, you may notice that my shiny object count is a bit higher than it was at the end of the last episode. I actually got a few more shiny objects from Sandy's slide, more specifically the Farm of Thunder Tikis and Flying Tikis at the beginning, because we are going to need quite a bit of shiny objects going forward. Because in order to access the other dreams, we have to pay shiny objects to clams, and each clam is going to eat up 1,000 shiny objects. And we're also going to be missing some jumps. So, try number 2. And if we bounce up high enough off these trampolines, we can get on top of Squdward's house and get our 86th golden spatula. And if we drop behind here, we can actually get a few Thunder Tikis. And if we enter Squdward's house, we can enter his dream.
For heaven's sake, boy! Cover your ears!
Mr. Krabs? What are you doing in Squidward's dream?
Hard time, boy. Or at least it feels like it. Do you think you can make it across this sheet of music to the golden spatula on Squidward's big nose?
Don't worry, Mr. Krabs. I'll end this challenge on a high note.
Good luck, boy. When you get there, try to wake him up. I'm running out of aspirin.
Why don't you just dream up some more aspirin? Or better yet, use the exit right in front of you.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning.
Apparently everyone is
Smells
dumb
like
Patrick today.
victory. It
And also, Squidward's dream is
shines.
decorated with musical notes and pictures of himself. Some of which, like that abstract one and the handsome Squidward one that you can probably see, I actually think look really good. Like, Squidward should definitely make a lot of money selling handsome pictures of himself. At least that's how it would work if I was in charge. Anyways, getting started, we have to platform across these musical notes. These gold notes right here will actually fall if you stand on them for too long. And you have to avoid that sharp symbol, otherwise it'll hurt you. I also do wish that they included a flat symbol, because you have like sharp and flat in music. Like sharp raises the pitch and flat lowers it. By the way, cool music fact. Like, it would be cool if they actually had a flat symbol that was trying to crush you. And also, these eighth notes right here, they should be connected at their flags. I also really like how you can step on the stems of the notes now, because you couldn't do that in the original game. But these eighth notes should be connected with their flags, because that's how you write sheet music. You don't just leave two eighth notes like next to each other. You have to connect them. And also, I connected my body with the void because I died again. Like, these two eighth notes right here, they should be connected by their flags. Alright, let's try this again. This looks much easier. I feel like the formation is kind of random. But that time we did get a bit lucky. Actually, I think the formation of the notes always resets after you die, so if you got a bad formation and you die, then you're probably going to get a good formation the next time you come back. Now we bounce off of all those saxophones. We can bounce on these notes, and on these drums and tambourines. or die.
Go, SpongeBob.
And I can
it's
understand
your
the drums and
birthday.
tambourines actually having coverings that can allow us to bounce on them, because you know that's the way they work in real life. You need those coverings in order to produce noise, and it makes sense that you'd be able to bounce on them. But I cannot accept the fact that the trumpets and saxophones also have those covers, because I mean, a saxophone, saxophones and trumpets, you need to blow into them in order to produce noise. You can't just like drum on them. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe I can invent that. Alright, no one steal my idea.
Patrick needs to do laundry.
No one steal my idea. I'm going to invent a hybrid of saxophone and drum, and it's going to be the most amazing instrument ever. Also, I died again and got the 4th sock in SpongeBob's dream. Just, you know, in case you weren't paying attention to the actual video. There we go. Just barely made that. There we go. You can bounce around on the saxophone, then onto the drum, and the tambourine should come back. Perfect. Oh, one of my friends is online. And we have to perform some really hard jumps. They're helped out a little bit by the fact that we can stand on the stem. Wow, this is some amazing platforming skill right here. And I almost screwed up. Oh, dang it! Alright, hopefully it should reset and we should get a better position. I was doing really good. Alright, we should... So I just saw one of the gold notes fall in the background. I swear I saw it. At this time, let's wait for the notes to stop rotating. Which is something I'm pretty sure they didn't do in the original game. Alright, yes, checkpoint. I needed that. We just missed the gold note. Alright, so we need to wait for that gold note to come back. Then we jump on it at exactly the right time. Because if we jumped on it too early, it would actually fall before we could actually make this jump. We jump on all these moving blue notes. Actually, moving notes sounds like another awesome music invention. I mean, I guess we kind of already had moving notes. Kind of. I really can't think of what the moving notes would be, but... I mean, I'm sure they probably exist in some form in music. Anyways, you get up on Squdward's big nose, and we get ourselves our 87th golden spatula. And wake up, Squdward, you're annoying Mr. Krabs. And he can't hear us, he's perpetually asleep. Rest in peace, Squdward. Anyways, it's everything we have to do in Squdward's dream. And we pay this clam more shiny objects. We move on to Mr. Krabs' dream. And do this platforming awesomely. Yes. Very dangerous game of dominoes. And I'm not really sure why the Krusty Krab is representing Mr. Krabs' dream. Because everyone else's dream was their house. So why is Mr. Krabs' the Krusty Krab?
Squidward, this is amazing.
Krusty Krab.
Amazingly awful, you mean?
Mr. Krabs is dreaming of the Krusty Krab.
What a surprise. I can't escape work anywhere.
Whoa! Lunch rush! I'd better grab my hat and...
Forget the hat. Get that spatula and get us out of here.
It's like a shiny golden toothpick that holds together the bun of...
We don't have time for this.
So all the burgers are being put back together. Or excuse me, Krabby Patties. And also that fodder was crushed. Hey, ready, kids? Set, go!
Terror and triplicate!
So we have another robot gauntlet here, but this one works a little different from all the rest.
Oh, sparkly!
Instead of completing waves of enemies, by the way, I like how SpongeBob slides around with his bubble wand out.
Solo Rama! Ouch! just met the
What we instead have to do is we have to
Sponginator.
defeat enemies, and that'll grant us access to their Duplicatotrons. It's kind of hard to explain, but as you saw, this burger was put back together.
Fresh
But
like
since
a
we defeated
spring
so many
breeze.
fodders, it came apart again, and we now have a path. And speaking of fodders, I really hate how
Just
they don't say the word
my
fart
side.
whenever they attack now. Like, if you listen to them attacking, they no longer say the word fart. I really hate that change.
Slippery road ahead.
Anyways, we defeat one of those tubelets, and we now have access to this patty. Uh-oh. I don't want to die from this. I destroy that thing. Oh! I thought I screwed it up there.
I feel like a new sponge.
Alright, we destroyed this Duplicatotron. I believe that was spawning the tubelets. So we get rid of all of them. We should be able to get rid of the slicks, no problem. But I mean, we should get rid of some of the slicks so we can create a
There's
path.
nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
Alright, tublet down. And I believe... Oh, come on! Yeah, you're the last one! I mean, we still have to get rid of this slick and then any others that spawn. And we also have to destroy the Duplicatotron.
Fresh like a
Alright,
spring
destroy
breeze.
that Duplicatotron. And by the way, you can't actually cheat this. I remember in the original you could try to cheat by just standing on one of the patties and then just firing cruise bubbles at all the other Duplicatotrons. But you can't do that here because there are actually bubbles protecting the Duplicatotrons, and they respawn pretty quickly. So you can't do that. But anyways, we get ourselves another golden spatula. We're up to 88. We're almost done. And speaking of almost done, we're almost done with getting all the socks in the game. Because if we head over here,
Boy,
we can get the final sock in SpongeBob's Dream. And I'm pretty sure we can just exit the level now because we already got the sock and the golden spatula. And also, since things from the dream world can be taken into the real world, why don't we just take some of the money from that dream and, you know, bring it into the real world so we can pay Mr. Krabs? Anyways, we head over here and pay 1,000 more shiny objects to that clam. And also, I said at the beginning of this Let's Play that Mr. Krabs seemed to be a bit more generous with his golden spatulas. But now I've actually gotten to play the game, I can safely say that the extra shiny objects that you get from some of the missions don't make up for the fact that you still have to pay like
Patrick,
9,000
you have a
shiny
golden
objects.
spatula. Give it here.
Not so fast, SpongeBob. You'll have to pass my test before you get this golden spatula.
Very well, sir. Challenge accepted.
Very well. Your challenge is to find the golden spatula!
You're holding it.
You did it! Now here is your reward.
I really like that. Kind of a reference to the actual dream episode of SpongeBob, because in that episode, Patrick's dream was literally just an empty, meaningless void. I mean, the void was white in that episode, but this time it's black, but yeah. Also, something really funny about that golden spatula, since it really wasn't a challenge, we just had to get over to Patrick's dream. Oh. Is that golden spatula is just titled, "Here You Go." I really like that. Now let's get rid of this flick. Oh, he like knows where we're going. Oh, you spawn your bubble back. There we go, we get rid of him. And we get ourselves a golden spatula. We're up to 9 now. Only 10 left in the entire game. This box will take us back to the entrance of SpongeBob's Dream. And now we can leave. And that's all the time we're going to have for this episode. Next time on SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, we're going to be getting the final golden spatulas from Patrick and Mr. Krabs. And I'm going to grind up shiny objects off camera so you don't have to suffer with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you can, like, comment, and subscribe, because that'd really help out the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. McMaster, can you please load so I can say the word McMaster out? There we go. McMaster out.